Guys, so today's video is going, it looks like I only have one earring on. What? I have on two. So this video is going to be a video on the meals that I ate to lose 100 pounds. I showed you guys the food that I ate, which is just basically like raw vegetables and stuff, but I actually want to like show you slash tell you the meals that I ate so you get like a better understanding of you know, what I ate and what I put together for breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snacks to lose 100 pounds. Just going to basically be telling you guys like what I ate, and I have some clips from along the way of various vlogs and cooking videos and stuff that I'm also going to insert into this to like give you like a picture of what I ate, so you know, like, so there's video clips and then just it's going to be me telling you. So this is going to be a pretty long video, so I kind of want to get started. Starting off with breakfast, one of the staple things that I eat for breakfast is eggs. Like, honestly, I probably eat eggs for breakfast like 5 times out of the 7 days of the week. But I do different things to them each time. So I'll scramble them, I'll fry them. I have eggs, I'll make it into an omelet, or I will make a like scramble. So I have video clips and stuff of, you know, the omelets that I make, and I'll like post them somewhere here or here and you guys can see them, or I'll just insert it while I'm talking. So yeah, I'll have omelets and I'll put like spinach in them sometimes, or I'll make like a Mexican style omelet and I'll put in I'll put like salsa and avocado on top of it with a tiny bit of sour cream. Just do my omelets different ways. If you like, you could put mushrooms in them, you could put tomatoes, whatever you like. I'm just not a tomato, mushroom, onion person, so I just usually stick to spinach. Also, I'll make like a little scramble sometimes. So my scrambles, I'll put like eggs, zucchini, and like a meat inside, and sometimes no meat, or I'll put in some kale and stuff in there, and I'll have that for breakfast. So it's like my breakfast egg scramble, and I put zucchini in it because it makes it more filling, so I don't get hungry faster. And then sometimes I'll just make a standard breakfast and I'll just scramble some eggs and I'll have some turkey bacon slices with it, or I'll have like turkey patties, or you know, something like that. And then I'll put like avocado on the side, like 2 little slices of avocado, because I love avocado, and I'll post a clip obviously. I'm gonna stop saying that because I keep saying it. It's probably annoying. Or I'll just have scrambled eggs by itself. And then also for breakfast, sometimes they have low-carb tortilla shells, and I'll put like everything that I mentioned, the egg scrambles and stuff, inside the tortilla shell to make it way more filling. And the tortilla shells are 6 grams of carbs per like shell. So that's a good option. Like I said, it makes me feel fuller longer, and it's like a carb, but it's super low carb, so like I feel like I'm like not being deprived. Sometimes for breakfast I will also make there's this like Atkins low carb like mix that you can make. Like, it's like a flour mix, and you can make like low carb like pancakes and stuff. I don't usually do that because then you have to use some kind of syrup, and I use sugar-free syrup, but sugar alcohols get kind of dicey with the kind of carbs that you end up, like, I don't know, it's really, sugar alcohol is a really weird like thing. Like, if you have too much sugar alcohol, it actually like cuts it, makes it like effective rate like in half. I don't know, I have to do a whole video on it because it's really hard to explain it. I talked to a nutritionist about like the sugar-free thing and like the sugar alcohols, and she like broke it down to me, so I'll make a whole video on that, how she broke it down. But it's really like, it gets pretty dicey, so you don't want to have too many sugar alcohols even though it says it's sugar-free. Video coming soon. Yeah, I would make like pancakes or like waffles or something like with that mix, and that was really good. But like I said, I like to stay away from that. You can also make protein waffles and pancakes and stuff. I also make what I call is my low carb smoothies. My breakfast smoothie, I'll put spinach, kale, ice, almond milk, and a few blueberries, and like 2 strawberries, but I cut them up into a blender or my NutriBullet, and I'll like blend it up, and it's really good. And I add the strawberries and blueberries in it to make it sweet, because just kale and spinach in a smoothie sounds miserable, and I've tried it before and it is really miserable. So yeah, that's what I do in the smoothie, and it's really good. And sometimes if I'm feeling like a little naughty, I'll put like there's this low carb yogurt that they have at Ralph's, and it's like 4 grams of carbs per like yogurt container, but I only put 1 scoop in it from the yogurt container, so that's probably like less than 1 carb, and that makes the flavor so much better. And I've only seen those yogurts at Ralph's. I don't know where else you can get them, so if you don't have a Ralph's, I think it's like a Kroger's. I don't know. I think the net carbs in that smoothie without the yogurt is like 4 to 5. So lunch and dinner, basically I interchange the meals, so I'll have 1 thing for lunch and 1 thing for dinner, and sometimes I'll switch it. What I have for dinner I'll have for lunch, and what I have for lunch I'll have for dinner. So this is just basically like the same category because you can mix and match. There's really no difference. So one of the staples that I always have is a salad. Like, a salad is so easy to make. Just lettuce and whatever kind of extras you like inside, whether you like a little bit of cheese, cucumbers, tomatoes, onions, whatever. You can change the salad up and make it really different each time. So that's why I like salads, because you can do so many things with it. And sometimes I'll buy salads, and actually the place that has really great salads is El Pollo Loco. Like, I really love their salads. They're so good and so delicious. One thing that I have to say is you should watch out for the dressing, because dressing can have a lot of hidden carbs. Like, you want to stay away from the sweet dressings because that's obviously going to have way too many carbs because they're sweet. You want to try to stick to things like ranch and like balsamic vinaigrette. The thing that I'll do is I will bake chicken, and I will have broccoli with the baked chicken, and it's really good and filling. Broccoli for me is super filling. It makes me feel like full longer. And I'll also suggest drinking green tea, because green tea does make you feel fuller. Well, at least in my case, green tea makes me feel fuller. So after I have a meal, sometimes I'll have green tea, or before I have a meal I'll have green tea, so I don't like overeat or anything. I'll have this like cauliflower mash, and I did a whole video on that, so I'll link it down below in case you're curious. But it's just basically cauliflower, and you mash it up. You steam it, and then like you mash it up kind of like mashed potatoes, and then you put in a little bit of butter, and you can put whatever kind of toppings you like on it. So you can put cheese, you can make like cheesy mashed potatoes, or cauliflower, however you like your potatoes, you can make the cauliflower. It tastes so good, and it literally tastes exactly like mashed potatoes but without all of the carbs. So I love it because it's guilt-free, and it's really good. It tastes just like mashed potatoes. Like, you would never know if somebody didn't tell you. And then I'll have like, I don't know, what do you eat with mashed potatoes? Like baked chicken. Once again, I'll have like baked chicken with it. I like steak, so I'll like cook steak and have that with it. I like meatballs, so I'll make it like Swedish meatballs, and like I'll have like the Swedish meatballs like with the gravy, and then the cauliflower mash. And like I said, like I like steak, so I'll make like steak with various like sides. So for vegetables, I'll do like a zucchini squash type of stir fry, and I'll put in kale and stuff, which is really good. And that's another meal that I like stir fry. So I'll put like steak strips or chicken in a stir fry, and then in the stir fry I'll have broccoli, kale, and zucchini, or just sometimes broccoli and kale. Like, I like to mix it up. Sometimes I'll have the stir fry like without meat. Like, I'll just be like not in a meat mood. I do get like fatigued with meat sometimes, like where I'm just like, I don't like the taste of it anymore, and I won't eat meat for a few days or a day, like whatever. Another thing that I like to do is I like to take 2 like burger patties, so like turkey burgers, and I'll make a hamburger with it, but instead of the bread I'll put lettuce slices. So if you ever went to In-N-Out and you get like a burger protein style, that's exactly what I do. I take the patty and, you know, whatever I want, like cheese or onions, tomatoes. I don't like onions or tomatoes, so I don't put that. I literally just have the patty, cheese, and then the lettuce wrapping it, and I'll eat that, and it's so good. It's really good. It's amazing. And you're eating a burger, but you know, without the carbs. And then sometimes I'll put bacon with it, and it's good that way. It tastes like a bacon cheeseburger, and it's the most amazing thing ever. It makes me feel like I'm not missing out on anything. Something else that I'm obsessed with is like my zucchini noodle like Alfredo. So I'll have like chicken Alfredo, but what I do is I take a little thing. I'm gonna go get it because I have it. Let my sister use it, and she totally didn't wash it, so I can't give you like an up close look on it, but it looks like this. And you take your zucchini and like you put it inside, and you like just like spin it around like so, and it makes little noodles. So it makes zucchini noodles. And then after I take the zucchini noodles, and then I like pan sear them in a pan, and then I have my chicken or meatballs, whatever I'm gonna have in the Alfredo, which most of the time I like to use chicken because Alfredo sauce usually only tastes good with chicken. And I'll like take the Alfredo sauce and make sure to get like a they have like a low like calorie carb one, so like get that one, or you can make your own, but I prefer to just buy it. And I put my chicken in there and like I like cook it all like with the sauce, and then I'll put the sauce with the noodles. And you don't want to put too much sauce because even though it's like low carb, like it still has carbs in it, so you don't want to like overdo it. And then if you put too much sauce in it, the noodles will get soggy and you don't want that. It doesn't taste exactly like noodles. Like that would be a lie for me to tell you like it tastes exactly like pasta, because pasta and veggies, you know, no, it doesn't. But it tastes, the taste of the Alfredo sauce with the chicken makes me feel good. Like, you know, I'm like, yeah, there's not that many carbs in here. I'm doing them like, you know, I'm doing a good thing. Something else I like to do is make shrimp scampi. Like I love adding seafood in the mix because once again, hello, low carb friendly. And so I'll have like shrimp scampi, and instead of the pasta, I'll put broccoli. And that's really good. I love, love, love that. I can do like recipe videos if you guys want me to. Like if you want me to do a recipe video on anything that I'm telling you guys about, let me know because I will do that. So yeah, I like make it like shrimp scampi, and it's so good. There's also this thing that I like to make, like a Brussels sprout mash, and it's really good. Like I take the Brussels sprouts and I'll like steam them, and then like I'll like mash them up, kind of like mashed potatoes, and they taste nothing like mashed potatoes, but it's just really good. And sometimes I'll put like bacon bits on top, and it's so good. It sounds nasty probably, but you know, I really like it. The thing that I like to make is low carb tacos with, once again, the low carb taco shells, but I suggest staying away from the low carb taco shells too much. Like if I have it, I'll try to limit it to like once a week, just because, you know, it's just with me, when I taste like the tortilla shell, it makes me want the real thing. So then I just, you know, can't control myself, and I'll like actually go get legit tacos that are like 32 grams of carb per taco, and then I'm back to square one. So I feel like those kind of things like ignite my cravings for things like that, and it just blows out of proportion. So I try not to have it, but when I can control myself, I have like a low carb like taco, and it's good. Sometimes I put in chicken with it, and I'll like salsa, and then sometimes I put boiled egg in it, and I'm a little bit weird, just a tiny bit, but you know, that's just me. I like stuff in my taco. Like I don't like go to like a restaurant or tacos with boiled egg slices, but you guys get my drift. Like I'm talking a lot. I'll like heat the tortilla up in like the toaster oven sometimes to make it like crispy, because I don't like frying the shells or anything, because hello, frying anything is bad, and like it's so good. Something else that I'll do is I will buy hot wings from someplace and like pair it with broccoli or whatever kind of veggie, and it's so good. But wings are low carb when you get the right sauce. So if you get like regular hot, or you get like a lemon pepper or like a Parmesan garlic, you're fine, you're good. And as long as it's not breaded. So it can't be breaded.